The Volca FM2 is here. 6 years after the original was released in 2016, Korg have updated their miniature version to Yamaha's DX7. So what's new? What have they added? Is it worth upgrading? Let's find out. One of the biggest and most substantial changes to the FM is that the polyphony is now doubled from 3 to 6 voices. This means that instead of being limited to triad-style voicings like this, you can now add way more complicated and colourful voicings like this. Or if you'd like to sequence a bass line, a chord and a melody together, then you can. The FM will no longer choke your notes. And with this amount of polyphony, the Volca FM simply outperforms its competitors at a similar price point, or actually even double the price. With synths like the Arturia Microfreak, or synths from the Roland Boutique series like the SH01A or the JU06A, which are all limited to just 4 voices. Needless to say, to really benefit from the extra polyphony, connecting an external MIDI keyboard is recommended. And speaking of external keyboards, the sequencer now records velocity over MIDI, so no more riding the velocity fader on playback. This feature alone, along with the doubled polyphony, makes this a very serious beast for keyboard players. Looking at the top panel, not much has really changed. In fact, you'd be hard pushed to notice any change at all really. All the same buttons and knobs remain, but the biggest change is to the MIDI I/O. The 5-pin MIDI is now gone, and in its place is a 3.5 TRS connection, with an additional MIDI output. A unique feature for the Volca series, hopefully future Volcas will follow suit. The MIDI out supports sending clock, CC control data, and transport controls, but it does not support sending patches with sysx, nor does it output notes from the arpeggiator. A new reverb effects has been added. The chorus effects is still there, but now you have the additional feature to control the mix level of each independently. There are some keyboard layout changes. Poly voice mode and metronome have been removed. This makes way for the new reverb on and off control, plus the new program random feature, which is also new to the FM2. The presets capacity has been doubled from 32 to 64 patches, and finally, the lights and LED display that were previously red are now blue. So is it worth the upgrade? The increased polyphony and velocity sensitivity over MIDI is well worth the price of admission in my opinion. At this price point, having a mini DX7 with these features in such a small portable form factor just hasn't been seen before. If you're new to the Volca FM, then click this video here for a preset playthrough.